Alright everybody, welcome back to 2021 Flood Relief, supporting Action Deutschland Hill. With that, I believe we are ready for Sonic Mania. So, Roman, take it away.
Guten Abend, herzlich willkommen, and greatest of marathons, you lovely people in chat and all around the world who are currently watching. My name is Roman, I am a Sonic Mania speedrunner, and I am not alone because I have the ever so lovely Huds601 with me. Hello, Huds.
Hello, Roman. Hello, everyone. Great to be here. Really excited for this run.
Yes. The category I'm playing is New Game Plus. What does this mean? I have all the Chaos Emeralds already, and the best thing, I can get Knuckles along, because we all love Knuckles, the amazing red echidna. So, that being said, we're all set up. We're going to start the run in 3, 2, 1, let's go!
Luck. So here we're starting in Green Hill 1. You may remember this from the very first Sonic game. One of the nice things about Sonic Mania here is they brought back quite a few of the old levels as part of the story of this game. So as we transverse our way through this level, you're going to start recognizing different bits of the old game. You can see here Tails working his way through, Knuckles trying to keep up. Not quite possible though.
Yes.
So in this New Game Plus category, as Roman said, we already have the 50 emeralds. We already have the 7 Chaos Emeralds, which means when Roman gets 50 rings, he can turn into Super Tails. And Super Tails has the ability to go really, really fast and fly really fast as well. And we're already at the boss within 40 seconds.
Hello, boss. Time to die. 1, 2, 3, and then again 1, and 2, and 3. Starting
Just
off
like
really
that. That is Green Hill Act 1 over. Now, the other thing that the developers did with this game, Act 1 is kind of a reimagining of the originals or a brand new level. Act 2, they change it slightly, and in this one, we have these slides everywhere, or these zip lines, I should say, which can help kind of propel you through the level.
Speed shoes going down, loop jump, and huh!
Lovely jump.
This is a
Here
zip
we're
line.
getting 50 rings again. There's a couple of ways that you'll see Roman get the rings during this run. Either he will collect the rings by taking very specific paths and making sure to get the rings along the way without taking any damage, don't bear in mind. Or he will look for the big rings. The big rings will give him 50 rings instantly allowed to transform. But here we are with the Act 2 boss. You may remember this from Death Egg Zone in Sonic 2. Although it's a little bit easier, especially with Hyper Tails.
Super Tails, I sadly don't have flickies around me. I wish I had Hyper Tails in this.
Missed a trick for sure. So going to skip the cutscene into Chemical Plant Zone Act 1. I believe this is the first one you learned, wasn't it, Roman?
Yes, Chemical Plant was the very first speedrun I ever learned. I started out with ILs, and especially this level, because I love the Chemical Plant. Great music, cool design, all in all, just awesome.
They did a fantastic job kind of bringing this up to modern standards, just smoothing out all the animations and adding in some new funky little areas. I still don't know how you do that bit.
You don't? It's very tricky. It's like muscle memory when you do the off-screen jump. And don't need to get the backup rings, that's even better. Oh, that was unplanned. Jump. Get for the boss, and hopefully we get the double hit if I time the jump correctly. 1 and 2. Nice.
Beautiful. So yeah, a little change on the original Chemical Plant boss here with the Amoeba Droid. He goes into the chemicals at the bottom, fills himself up, but we don't even get to see him do his attack. It's over, it's done, it's finished. But this is kind of a little bit of a spoiler for Act 2's thing. We are going to be seeing Flubber. We're going to be bouncing around everywhere here in Act 2. So you can see Roman jump onto these, oh in fact not, he's going to actually skip it with Tails. I forget about the flight sometimes.
Best boy can fly.
But you can see here some of the chemicals, the different colours, they are bouncy. The green ones do big bounces, the light blue ones do small ones. The dark blue ones though can still damage us, so we need to be careful of those.
It's important, get on the blue tube and then hold upwards all the way to go the right path.
Working away along the tubes, another nice little bounce using the speed wheels to pick up our speed.
Oops. Doesn't matter. Damage boosting down here.
Little damage boost there. Nothing to worry about. See there, releasing more of the chemicals, turn it green, big jump, straight into the tube, beautiful, really nice.
Hold the jump button here to get the big bounce on the screen as well. The extra life is of course for us.
Extra life is for me.
Yes. I can put it in.
So the Act 2 boss is going to come up in a minute. It's slightly different. If any of you remember an older game for the Sega Mega Drive or Sega Genesis, depending where you're Mean Bean Machine, also known as Puyo Puyo. We're going to be facing that in a minute. There is a skip for that boss that is possible in Mania, but it is insanely hard to do and very precise. If you fail it, I believe it's a soft block.
Yes, as far as I know.
Yeah, so it's a very tricky one to do and very high risk. Most runners don't go for it. We're not going to be going for it here today, so we are going to see some Puyo action. And here we go.
There's some RNGs on my side. And I don't mess up my Puyo tactics.
Everyone pray to the RNG gods here. So you see rh0min here starting to stack the Puyo beans in a very specific order. He wants to build up a big chain. When you get a chain, you actually send more Puyo over to the other side in one hit, and that's what we want.
Just need... Yes, perfect. So, blip, and blip. Would have needed a green, but it's okay. Let's put you here, because combos do more than just big things. Here, put you here.
Robotnik here, kind of getting himself into a little bit of a tight squeeze. And I think it's going to be almost over now. Just there we go.
Hi.
And that's Chemical Plant over and done with. We're going to be heading off now to our third zone, and the first unique zone designed entirely for Sonic Mania. It was actually the one that the developers, Christian Whitehead especially, put together to pitch Sonic Mania to Sega. Here we are in Studiopolis.
Great song, by the way. I like the setting. There's so much little details and trivia and just little love letters to the Sonic games in the background, and all in all on the stage. We just got a photo taken of us.
The developers' kind of knowledge of this of the franchise.
Yep.
So rh0min's taking the top route here. In most Sonic games, the top route is generally best. The game designers in most of the 2D Sonic games will reward the player for staying up top. The lower routes are usually more platform-based and take longer. So in most Sonic games, you're going to see players generally taking the top. rh0min should be getting 50 rings any time now. What he does do, he's going to let the game play itself a little bit before transforming.
Towards the boss we go.
Lovely. So this boss is pure RNG. So at this time, it's probably a good time to say, Dragon Z, have you got any messages you'd like to read out at all?
Absolutely. We have a €20 donation from Lacus that says, "Good luck, rh0min. You strikingly handsome lad. Great to see you in a marathon. Here's to many more." Unfortunately, we might have to revoke that donation because they did donate it to the save option on the Super Metroid Bid War. We gotta save the frames. I'm gonna keep plugging this.
So we still got time if there's any others?
Let me check. Not right now, but we do have the Lego Incredibles Arcade % Showcase incentive that opened just the last run. If we raise €50 for that, we'll have a little extra showcase at the end of the Lego Incredibles run. So definitely donate for that if you can.
That's brilliant. Thank you, Dragon. And yeah, make sure you keep those donations coming in for a fantastic cause here at 2021 Flood Relief. So yeah, this is Heavy Gunner. He fires rockets. It's the blue one that we need to hit. It is pure RNG, whether or not it's in the first, second, or third stage. Shout out to Old Clov, who unfortunately had the worst possible RNG of it always being last, and thus it got named after him. Just like that, the boss is done.
Hit the brakes.
So Rh0min, why did you just hit the brakes there at the end? Do you want to just to quickly explain?
Quite simple, quite quickly explained. The faster you hit the signpost at the end, the more it spins and the higher up it jumps, and that costs time. We don't want to things that cost time, we want to go fast. I'm going fast. Let's see if I'll have to damage boost, or the body here will be nice to me. Let me go through. Let me through. Let me through. Eh.
Oh, sorry.
Not blocked, but it's fine.
Once more, taking a very specific route here. This is all about collecting rings. We got a big ring here though, so we can transform instantly. Just making sure that we got enough for the boss at the end. I do love Studiopolis Act 2 though. It does flow ever so nicely.
Design-wise, I must say I'm really happy with Studiopolis 1 and 2. It's just like the aesthetics and how it feels. It's like the movie set and happy vibes and it's all just great. And we got yet another extra life. Which doesn't matter because I'm at 99.
All the lives. So yeah, once again, trying to stay on this top path generally being faster. Using Tails' flight there to actually squeeze through those bumpers. It's one of the kind of unique things about the game engine, the retro engine this is built in. It can also be done with Knuckles' gliding. You can kind of squeeze through what looks like impossible gaps with the bumpers.
And now comes one of my favorite parts, the weather chicken. Here live on Ag TV. Hello, weather chicken.
It's dog.
Huh?
Yeah, Tails making short work of the bosses. You're going to see that quite a lot with some of these bosses, actually, because we have the advantage of Super Tails. We have the ability to fly up to the boss. It generally makes them fairly trivial, which is great. But here we are, off now to Flying Battery. Probably one of my favourite levels as a child. The music is incredible.
Burn the bump. You know,
A little bit of burnt foxtail.
the thing with the Flying Battery Zone is that initially I didn't like the music. And with the stage and the music, it's kind of the same as with Beards. I didn't really like it, and then it just grew onto me. That was a terrible pun, and I do not apologize. Wahaha.
Oh, we love the puns.
Yep.
So, one of the unique things about this level, you can see as Rh0min has picked up the lightning shield, we actually now get attracted to the ceiling. When the electric is on, it will actually pull Tails up towards it, which is very helpful, especially for that bit that we just went through. The other great thing with the elemental shields, they give us some special abilities. The electric shield, aside from protecting us from electricity, it also attracts rings to us, something that is very useful while we are in super form, because we lose one ring per second. You'll notice even in Tails' super form, we still keep the benefits of the electric shield, all these rings just working their way towards us now.
Thank you for not blocking the rockets, Knuckles. We have some extra rings while we're at it. Yep. This is also something I really love about this game, like the blueprints for the next boss. Just a little teaser.
Once again, Tails flying up into the boss here, into the laser. Not causing us problems in any way, shape or form. So, Act 2 coming up, and Rh0min's going to attempt two skips here. One that skips a large section of level, and one that will skip the boss. So for the most part, I'm going to remain quiet on this so Rh0min can concentrate.
It's fine. I can just tell you when you need to be quiet, because for the first part it's just going through the trash, feeling a bit comfortable because I feel more at home there. And then, you know, grab the big ring, transform, and try to go as fast as possible to where I need to prepare myself. Mentally, physically, and just all in all. not panic, because the setup is quite tricky. It's quite easy to die and mess it up. It's a one-shot trick. I can only try to pull it off once. After that, I need to go for backup strats.
Super important for all runners. Always know your backups.
Position ourselves here. Spin dash! Jump! Oh, that didn't quite work. Oh. Ah. Whoops. The backlash on that was not intended. But it's okay. As we said, we have backup strats. We do this as normal tails now. We will not fly under the level, which is completely fine. We just lose this about a minute. But that has all been calculated for the estimate, so do not worry, my friends. This run will still be fast and awesome. Especially thanks to you, Hans.
So you can see here one of the unique things about Flying Battery 2 is the weather. We have wind pushing against us. What Roman was trying to set up there was actually a flight underneath the battery to skip a large section, basically this part of the level. It is a very precise jump and flight. Unfortunately, the weather playing a little bit of havoc with Roman and us falling into the kill plane. Not a huge issue, as he says, though. We can just play this bit normally instead, and we can still attempt the boss skip near the end. Roman did also warn me to watch out for the as.
Yep. Wait. The damage boost now is intentional, don't worry. Up. But we can just fall down here quickly. Align ourselves here, keep holding right, and just fly along the way. And look at this, a kite. Don't grab it, because we want to have this. Free the animals.
Beautiful, great boss skip.
Now, I always wondered, the birds I understand. How are the squirrels going to get out of here? We're still in the air.
I'm going to guess they're flying squirrels and they'll just glide to safety. So our second unique level here of Sonic Mania. This is Press Guard and this is Dr. Robotnik's or Dr. Eggman's propaganda plant, if you like. We're going to make our way through. It's got a very similar vibe, I think, to either Marvel Zone or maybe Launch Base almost. Some love it, some hate it. I think level design's great, personally.
I really like this second part. The first part's pretty cool because you can see the newspapers being printed in the background, being like, "Wanted! Sonic! Evil Hedgehog! Do not trust! He will eat all of your chili dogs."
Chili dogs.
But the second stage, that'll be where the very beautiful visuals will come in.
Yeah, so you can see Roman early on getting a big ring to instantly get 50 rings. We can then transform into Super Tails once more and just speed our way through the level. Everyone get your emotes ready as well for the boss soon, because we're going to give a big hello and a wave to the boss when we get there.
Here. Jump over here, and up we go. Tails is best boy. We don't care about the normal level. We just fly up where we need to be. Yep.
I think this is one of the nicest things about doing Tails, especially New Game Plus categories. They're very, very approachable for new runners. Relatively, I don't want to say straightforward to learn. No speedrun is straightforward to learn, but definitely forgiving.
Everyone say hi to the boss. Wave to the boss if you have any wave emotes. Hello!
Hello, boss.
So nice of him. Look, I'll come to hug you. Hug me, please. Hug me. Hug. Aww. He didn't want to hug.
He never wants a hug. Say bye, boss.
Blew the factory up, changed scenery, and now for one of, in my personal opinion, most visually appealing levels. I think this looks very beautiful.
Gorgeous, isn't it? So as you can see, one of the unique things here in this level is all of the ice mechanics. So we can, at specific times, freeze Tails. There's these little jets, if you like, so freezing him here again. This actually allows us in some areas to get into specific paths that we need.
Jump. Don't break the ice. Nice. Tails doesn't look all too happy about being frozen.
little bit chilly.
Yep. Run all the way up. What?
So here we have Heavy Shinobi. We hit him once and then we can get some shots on him and then he always freezes us, but it doesn't matter because we are super fails. And as quick as it started, it's over.
I like his design though. I think Heavy Shinobi is my favorite from all the heavy characters.
Yeah, I think so too. I like Heavy Shinobi.
But then again, I'm just a huge fan of ice magic and anything ice and snow related.
So for the Sonic CD fans, here's a favourite making its return. This is Stardust Speedway. An absolute bop of a track as well.
The most chill tune in the entire game. Welcome everyone. Jump once, jump and fly once. Flip, flip.
So the one thing I will say, and certainly I remember from playing through this when it first came out, is that Stardust Speedway can feel a little bit like a maze at times. And it always amazes me, fun, that you managed to find your way through rh0min. How long did it actually take you to kind of learn the route for Stardust Speedway?
The route for Stardust Speedway, and just for most levels, I honestly learned relatively quickly, quote unquote, because I had amazing help from the Sonic Speedrun community and like everyone involved. But it does take a lot of practice to get it into muscle memory and, you know, try and optimize things yourself.
A huge shout out to Sonic Speedrun community.
You're all amazing, I love you all.
So here's Hataro High Watt. So again, may remember these from Sonic CD, the little fireflies, but we've now got a big one that we need to hit just here. But again, not causing any problems. You'll see that's a bit of a recurring theme through these bosses. Now as we go into Act 2, I believe the Act 2 is based on the future version of Stardust Speedway, is it not?
Exactly, we start off in the past, and then the cutscene, which I sadly skipped, shows Tails switching to the future. Like the old animation of him going super fast with the sparkles and everything just looking super nice.
I feel like they should have named this like Party Zone, with all the lasers.
Yep. Up we go. Here. Grab the big ring, transform. Thank you, Knuckles. And oh, look at this. I don't have to play the game. No hands. Yay!
Yeah, wonderful section here where the game basically just plays itself for about 20 seconds or so. The gimmick here is obviously the rockets. You can grab onto them, it flies you up into the sky. But pretty much as soon as it started, once again, it's over. Metal Sonic making a return and disappearing. Where did he go?
Oh no! Knuckles trying to punch him. That looked amazing. Time to go.
So rh0min's going to attempt another skip here in a second. And this is very much based upon the fact that Christian Whitehead and the other developers very much knew about the strats that the speedrunners had for the classic games, of being able to break through walls and ceilings and other things. So for the most part, they patched it out. If you end up in a wall or somewhere you're not supposed to be, you can't go left and right, you can't zip or level wrap. What you can do, though, is go up. And just like that, we skip a whole section. Nicely executed.
Second time's a charm. Hey, Nux.
Phantom Ruby here, transforming Metal Sonic.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
No match.
That's a Phantom Ruby. Grab it!
No! Oh, it's done!
Always baffle me why he's not like, grab it, quick, now! Time for my favorite stages, the Hydro City. Or Hydrocity, as Hutz likes to say.
It is, it's Hydrocity.
Hydro City, yes, I agree. And since we're already here, and since that is very important to me, everyone in chat, please remember to stay hydrated. Drink enough water. Give your body what it needs. Hydration is something that is very, very important. We are, after all, what, 70% water?
Are we?
I think. Like, the human body has like a ton of water in it. I never really paid much attention to biology, I must admit.
So here we are in Water World, working our way through lots of parts of the old levels, some new as well. Again, a beautifully reimagined classic and a favourite amongst the Sonic fans. We're going to use Tails' cute little boy brother here. We can go.
He's the most adorable character. I say it several times and I will say it again. Tails is just best boy. I love Tails. He's the greatest. Now I need to focus for a little bit because I need to pay attention to the timer here. Yes, perfect. We have achieved the zombie skip. Pats, why don't you tell them what the zombie skip is?
So yeah, this is the zombie skip. So what we've done is effectively tricked the game. The game doesn't know if we're alive or dead. It thinks we're dead, but we're not. And as a result, well, as you can see, nothing actually hurts us anymore. And we can just kind of fly through objects. Objects don't affect us. It's a wonderfully timed little skip where effectively we drown Tails at the same time as the game can't have control of him because he's caught inside a badnik. The game gets confused and now we can do all sorts of crazy things. And we're going to use this to effectively skip the boss again. You'll notice as well the in-game timer has stopped.
This is the annoying part. We are sadly missing out on an amazing cutscene where we see Eggman in scuba gear placing some bombs to blow up the Hydro Temple. Very sad.
Something very unnerving about Eggman and scuba gear though.
Smack our head against the wall, fall down into the water. And look at this! We don't need to do the boss. Yay!
Perfect.
Knuckles with his famous big jump underwater.
And boom, water's gone.
Oh no!
So in Underground Water Level Act 2 now.
As we are not saying the evil word.
I'm trying to come up with as many as I can think of. Just to not say it.
Okay. Oh, please count along. Da-da-da. And again, amazing song.
Suggestion.
Da-da-da.
So again, working our way through the top path. Now, one of these sections, the game is actually designed almost like a figure of 8 or an infinity sign. But because we're Tails, we can fly. We can actually effectively skip a large chunk of the game by just here, flying all the way over. And then just heading up, heading back. And that's a large chunk of the level just skipped like that. Beautiful.
This is just why I love the Hydro City so much. As Tails especially, hey, the level is beautiful, it has an amazing soundtrack, and you have such incredible skips you can pull off. And we do the same thing again, fly over the entire thing, because we don't need to go the infinity sign. Then use the water slide, yay! I should go to a water park again, they're fun! And to the boss we go.
So with this boss, normally what we would have to do is use the bombs. We trigger the bombs with Tails and let the bombs hit Robotnik. But because we are in our super form, we can actually damage Robotnik ourselves. So the game tries to teach you how to do this by forcing you into these bombs. The bombs hit Robotnik. They also release air bubbles because you still need to be able to breathe underwater. But actually we can use these blocks and damage Robotnik rather than taking damage ourselves.
Best possible RNG, by the way, at the moment.
That was incredible RNG.
And now thrilling gameplay. Amazing.
And over just like that.
I'm also landing on a specific spot here because after the cutscene ends, water will get pushed from the side, and if you look at this, look, Tails gets the momentum, just walks towards the right end because he needs to leave the screen to switch to Mirage Saloon 1, and that just speeds it up a little bit. Also look at Knuckles. Oh no.
Oh no. So yeah, Mirage Saloon Act 1. We are in another auto-scroller here. So Dragon, if you've got any messages you'd like to read out, now is a perfect time. We've got about a minute.
Absolutely. We have... Oh, my voice. We have a 10 euro donation from Cowboy Knuckles. It says, greatest of marathons. Roro, you're amazing.
On it.
That's it. And again, we still have the Lego Incredibles incentive that is open. We have raised 10 of the 50 euros to get that. I believe that is happening later tonight. Yes, in about 5 hours. So, come on, guys. I know we can get that incentive.
Yeah, we can definitely get that, mate. Come on. I believe in you, chat.
Bet you can do this. Also, a little side note, I'm trying to achieve 50 rings here and not lose them. That is the only important part until the end of the section. So, yeah. Enjoy the music and flight.
So yeah, rh0min needs 50 rings because he needs to be able to transform into Super Tails. And fingers crossed, we will see why in just a second, but it's for a very interesting skip where once again we're going to confuse the game. The game won't know whether or not Tails is in the foreground or the background. So yeah, I'll just let him concentrate and get these last few.
Not enough. It's just 6 more.
Ooh. Ah, that's a real shame. Okay, no problem. We'll have to play this bit at the level normally. What would normally happen here? rh0min would transform into Super Tails. The game would get confused as to whether or not he's in the foreground or the background. We would end up grabbing the checkpoint at the front of the train here, which is just there, and then we'd kill Tails on the spikes just by it, and then we'd respawn back at that checkpoint. Instead, we're going to have to start from the back of the train. Not too big a problem, there's a big ring right here. We can immediately transform if we want to. There we go. And basically just skip most of the train anyway. So it's a neat little trick. It saves around about 10 seconds or so, but not the end of the world.
Hello, heavy magician. What do you have in your hat for us? It's another worm. Hello, worm friend. Oh no, it's giant.
Oh god, it's huge. So this is the giant caterpillar or the sandworm. And this is also an RNG one in terms of where he comes out. He can either come out for 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps, or the 2 went side. We got some pretty good RNG there. 3 cycles. Job done.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, the flight was quite joyful, but now we must sadly land for snacks and refreshments. How about some ice cream?
Oh, I love ice cream. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Yep.
So, one of the few reasons that we bring Knuckles along with us on this run is for this level and the boss skip that's coming up at the end. You may have heard of ice cream strats, and we are definitely going to be having some ice cream today. So, working our way along Mirage Saloon. You may have recognised this, perhaps. One of the original prototype levels for Sonic 2 was going to be something called Dust Hill Zone, and this level is very much based upon that design. And there's lots of neat little Easter eggs hidden along here as well, especially in the wanted posters. Have a look out for them as we go through the level.
I like the design of this stage. I've always been a fan of Wild West movies, and this stage just captures the feeling so well. And we'll go down here. Jump. So Knuckles, will you be a good boy and eat your ice cream? Come on, here, ice cream. Nom 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 nom. Come here. No? No ice cream yet? Okay. Come here.
Try.
Yes!
There we go.
Ice cream skip.
So what happened there? Well, we got Knuckles to go down into the boss arena. Because we're not there, the boss arena is not locked, but the capsule is still there. And with a well-timed spin dash and jump, we can get Knuckles to spin dash and jump onto the capsule for us, thus ending the stage without having to fight the boss. So here's another classic brought back from Sonic 2. This one is Oil Ocean. I'll be honest, not my favourite level, but I know it's a fan favourite. But interesting new mechanics here. We have the fire shield, and we can set the oil on fire. But now we are in Super Tails mode. While we still, well, we don't really have the mechanics of the fire shield anymore. We're not going to set anything on fire. But it's a neat little addition they've added to this.
Here. That's right. Ascend me. Oh. You didn't want to ascend me. Send me now! Oh, don't need the big ring.
No, we're good on ring count. Yeah, rh0min working his way through the level. Again, not having to worry too much about some of the level mechanics because we have the ability to fly. And also we effectively can't take damage. Still need to be wary of being crushed or potentially drowning in the oil. But aside from that, invulnerable. And here's Bob the Builder. Hi, Bob.
5 and 6.
4-meter droid. rh0min's going to stand tails in a very specific position here at the end, and this is going to prevent the fog and the fumes from disappearing in Act 2.
Skip the cutscene so the Knuckles doesn't accidentally pull it.
The reason we do that is normally under these conditions, when it's full fog here, we will lose 1 ring per second, and we have to keep pulling on the little levers. But in this case, because the level starts with this, it doesn't actually know what to do about it, and thus, as long as we don't pull a lever and reset it, the level won't take the rings off of us here. Now, rh0min, I believe, is going to be setting up for the boss skip, so once again, I'm going to go a little bit quiet here and let him concentrate on this level.
We grab enough rings to go, whoopsie, for Super Tails. I meant to land up there. It's okay, because we are, again, the best boy and can just fly back up. Give me the rings. Thank you. Destroy those platforms, because they are in my way. Quite. Didn't softlock, that's a good start. Land at a specific position. Oh, I messed it up. I thought Tails was already landing.
Very close, very close. So yeah, what rh0min was attempting to do was to fly across the entire top of the stage there. By making it all the way across, you can actually skip the boss arena and get onto the capsule at the end. It's a very tricky one to do, as rh0min alluded to. If you get the positioning wrong, especially on the first part, you can soft lock the game, and it can be quite a considerable time loss.
But we skip the boss this way.
Just do it at the end instead.
Yeah. I didn't skip the stage, but I did skip the boss.
Always know your backups.
The death here doesn't matter. It's fine. We still get to go to Lava Reef 1. On top of Lava Reef 1, this stage has incredible music. I love the Lava Reef 1. So if you have him, use your arc jams, use your dance emotes, just anything that signifies a vibe and a good feeling. And, you know, talk about arc jams and Argic. Just a quick little shout out to him, because Argic's an amazing person. Also the main inspiration and reason why I am a speedrunner nowadays. So very, very big shout outs to you, Argic. You are amazing. You are very cherished, and I'm very, very honored to be part of this community thanks to you. You're awesome, buddy. Go up here.
Yeah, Lava Reef, definitely one of my favorites in terms of the music as well. Just a stunning level, and really, really taken care of in Mania in terms of the remake. They've really given it a proper glow up that it deserved. Yeah, 50 rings nice and early, keeps us safe from the lava. Obviously, if we still get crushed, then you need to be a little bit careful, but now we're going to speed our way through Lava Reef.
This Lava Reef doesn't really have any specific skips or just cool things to show off. It's just knowing the route, going fast. If there is anything you would like to share with us, please feel free to tell so.
Sure. I'd say again, we do still have the LEGO Incredibles bid war open, but alongside that, or not the bid war, the incentive, but alongside that, we do have the Super Metroid bid war, Save or Kill the Animals, of course. That is still open. Say Team Save has actually slightly increased their lead, so if you are on Team Kill, make sure to get your donations in for that. We also have a bonus game coming up later tonight, which is going to be Ghost of Tsushima by rh0min. So if we reach 2,000 euros by then, we will unlock that bonus game. So make sure to get your donations in. The donation link is in the title of the stream.
Thank you, my friend. Ghost of Tsushima, amazing game, and I really look forward to seeing it.
See, I'm really conflicted. My speedrunner brain says kill the animals, save the frames, but then my cute brain says no, save the animals.
It was a difficult choice between going fast and just adoring the scenery and, you know, saving lives. Even if they are digital animals, they're still animals. Save the animals.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do for the best possible time.
The boss has hyper armor, I can't hurt him right now. But after this little break here, he would have blown it up himself. So now I can smack him. Ah.
I kind of feel like this is Mania's version of stop hitting yourself the boss, except we're just going one level higher with the lava. Yeah, Driller Droid taken care of beautifully. And now we're going to go into what I think my personal favourite in terms of look and feel, Lava Reef Act 2.
Speedrunner's habit, I'm sorry. Ding! Oh, don't get spiked. Don't get crushed either.
That's okay.
Yep. And now a neat little thing coming up. Grab the big ring, but this time do not transform immediately. Wait for this, we jump, transform right when it's next to us, and just get pushed into the wall.
Beautiful little skip. So again, taking advantage of the fact that the developers only allow you to go up if you click into a wall. And in this case, we can use that block, transform into Super Tails. We end up inside the block because during transformation, the game holds us in position, but the block continues to move. The game then has to do something because we suddenly are inside the block. So it pushes us into the wall, and then we can go up. Get blue spheres!
Never!
Roman, you didn't get the blue ones!
I just wanted to show that, like, the special stages in this game are still awesome. Like, the blue sphere minigame, I know why some people dislike it. I think it's quite fun when you get the hang of it.
But yeah, you can only go up when you end up inside a wall, so we can actually use that to skip a solid bit of the level and save ourselves some time. The unique thing here in Lava Reef Act 2, obviously you can see these little treadmills, if you like, that kind of change direction. Not really causing us much problem. We can just fly over them or just run really, really fast.
Yes, boy, we can fly.
Say hello to Heavy Rider.
Also, if you check the background, you will see something very specific. Some of you might recognize it. Wait. Yeah, it's a little planet.
Hey.
Get down.
So off to Sonic CD Land again, our second to last level. This is Metallic Madness. Some love it, some hate it. What I can say is this is definitely anime.
That's it. The Metallic Madness levels, they are cool visually. There's a lot of blue in the background. Don't hit me, thank you. It's just that you might hear a lot of from me because it's very panic inducing. There is so many things that are trying to get your rings, and I do want to keep my rings.
Yeah, this is one level where ring count is paramount and very tight. And yeah, as Roman says, everything is out to kill you in this level and try and make your life a living nightmare.
No. We want to stay up here. I'm taking it a little bit slow just for safety reasons, because again, I don't want to lose my rings. I just want to keep this going and flowing as we are right now. So, grab the extra rings. Wait to not get crushed from that thing. Only 9 more to go. Oh, don't hit me, thank you. Oh. And easy time now. I can breathe more easily. Yep.
All the hard work done at this point. That's a case of following the level till the end. And not getting crushed.
Because that can happen quite easily in this stage.
So you can see here we can go into the background of the level with those little plungery spring things. That thing there. You can backflip all around again. And fans of Sonic 1, you may recognize this boss.
Oh, poor Knuckles.
But this boss had a little bit of a change from the original in Final Zone in Sonic 1. You can see here we have 5 crushers, not 4. But the developers decided to be a little bit nicer to people. So for a start, you're not going to find 2 of these come down together. So we've got the 2 left and right here. But for example, that one on the top right and the one on the bottom right will not come together and potentially give you no way out.
There will always be a space in between. And now comes the desperation phase, so we need to count to 4, everyone. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, and 4, because in every 4th pillar there will be Dr. Eggman trying to stop us from proceeding. The end. Done. Time for Metallic Madness 2. Implementing something which I consider is amazing, but we'll see it, and I'll mention it once it happens. I'll wait for the crusher because I don't want to get crushed.
Do we have a quick moment for a donation?
Your thing.
Awesome. We have €5 from Anonymous that says, let's get a €5 train going for Best Boy Tails.
Definitely, because Tails is not just Best Boy. He is Chibi Best Boy. Look at me. I'm adorable.
But you know, I think I like the idea of this €5 train. Let's make it happen.
Definitely.
I like the sound of that.
Get those €5 going. Try not to get crushed.
If Chibi Tails won't bring the €5 train in, I mean, nothing else will really. He's so cute.
Tim!
Look how cute he is!
Also, despite me having turned off the super music, as the Chibi version, they're still active. So what you're hearing right now is the super music of this game. Wait a hot second, because I don't want to get crushed. Maybe Big Tails for now, but don't worry, Chibi will return.
I've got to be honest, flying Knuckles in Chibi form is definitely one of my favorites.
Yes, just like they've done such an amazing job with the Chibi characters looking adorable. Like both Tails and Knuckles are just want plushies of them.
So here's Piston the Eggman now. It's like a gacha machine. You got to spin the wheel, and out comes your prize. And your prize will either be a miniature version of the boss from Emerald Hill 2 in Sonic 2. Or you will get the boss from Marble Zone in Sonic 1, or you'll get Amy Rose come out. And then with nothing else left to go, we get our grand prize. Before he runs away, get him!
Little optimization there. If you turn left before you hit the laser thingy, it'll push you to the right. So you don't have to walk so fast.
Okay, Final Zone, Titanic Monarch. So in Eggman's base, if you like, working our way through. This is another zone that I think the developers have done a wonderful job on, just really adding the detail, really thinking about it. It looks really nice too.
It really does have an amazing final stage vibe to it. Go to the Tails route, so we can just fly up here. Yep. And in the safety car. Always remember to wear your seatbelts. Yep. Form and continue to the right. As you might have seen, the lightning shield also gives us another property. Ascend me! You get carried by lightning.
Yeah, really useful for a little skip just there. obviously being in our super form once more, we can't really get hurt by anything. We do need to be careful not to get crushed at certain stages. Although Tails' hitbox being slightly smaller, I always panic a bit, but always untimed it. And here's a Tails only skip just there. We can look down, his hitbox being a little bit smaller, we can actually clip ourselves into the ceiling, head on up, and skip a little section of platforming. And here we are. It's not Red Eye, it's Crimson Eye. Red Eye's brother, if you will. We have the first stage with the orbs, then we got this second stage, a little bit of a different take on the second stage of Red Eye.
So depending on the way the elevator goes, the gravity also switches. You're either being pushed up or downwards. And now time for the final sprint.
So the final stage here in Titanic Monarch Act 2 is divided up into 4 different zones. So we can go one of 4 ways, and we've kind of got individual segments to complete before we can actually go through to our final boss. Now you're going to see rh0min do this in, at least at the beginning, a very specific order. rh0min, do you want to just explain a little bit why you're going left first?
Yes, the left area is for me personally the most important one because here is a lightning shield. As you might have seen, lightning shields are very good and I like them a lot because they give us defense against... Wait, sorry. They give us a defense against electric damage, so we do not take harm from that, and it draws in rings, which is very important because I'm very reliant on the super state in this stage. But hence we keep the super stage up, and during the final boss I'll explain the other part on why it is so important. For now, let's just keep the stage going, try to grab as many rings as possible, and during these 4 segments, like these 4 parts, there are secret exits. In these secret exits, there are always rings, like a ring box, and a shield. The bottom left one having the lightning shield, thus being the most important to me personally. We go up here, get a secret exit, grab the rings, grab the lightning shield, and we continue to the next path, which in this case will be the bottom right. Why? Just because force of habit.
Yeah, once we've completed that first one, the order that we do the other 3 in isn't really important. As rh0min says, just force of habit, he tends to go for the bottom right one next. But again, we're going to be going for the secret exits, get out of these as fast as possible, but we'll need to be careful not to hit the elemental shields in the secret exits. We want to keep this lightning shield all the way to the end. It will help attract rings to us, which will keep our super form, and again, as rh0min said, near the end, we'll explain why it's useful for the final boss.
Nope. So, grab the rings, don't grab the shield.
Number 2 done, we're going to go top left this time. Now for new runners or even casual runners, these stages can be a little bit confusing at times. But you do very quickly get the hang of them and kind of treat them as their own kind of individual mini run, if you like.
Rings. Wait. Resources are still here, don't get crushed there. Grab some extra rings just for safety. Got a secret exit here, quite easy. You jump out of here and then you're at the secret exit. Grab the rings, don't grab the shield, and we'll leave off to the final area. Up we go.
Done.
Now these things are very difficult because you can easily get crushed in these like moving yellow piston thingies. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, I find that out the hard way casually playing through this. They don't, if you're kind of within their hitbox, they don't push you out the way, they will just crush you. You have to treat them with the utmost respect. Nice little flying bounce there just to get some momentum going up. just Intel's flight mode, landing on a bad nick and getting some momentum upwards. As you see, all 4 areas done. We're now getting teleported to our final boss.
The final boss,
the Phantom Egg,
is very, very tricky because A, he likes to waste a lot of time, which is difficult for me because I'm losing rings during that time, and we can't hurt him at the moment. So we're immortal, he's immortal, just eh. As you can see, he electrifies his arms, which is, at the moment, not so difficult for us because we're super tails, but it's a backup strat to keep the lightning shield going, because as I said, the shield makes you impervious to lightning damage. So if I were to lose my rings or just, you know, have a bad time, I could still have a benefit against the boss in the sense of not being hurt by his arms. But just like stick close to him, deal damage, and finish this as quickly and awesomely as possible. I cannot speed this section up, it's just... wait. So please land.
The time will be coming up very shortly. I believe Roman time is on the last hit, is it not?
Yes, on the last hit. So he shoots the rocket, he'll jump once again. And... time!
GG.
That was Sonic Mania! All the emeralds, we destroyed his final machine. The Phantom Ruby just sits there and gets engulfed in the flames. We make our exit in the car with Sonic and Knuckles. And it reminds me of Sonic Heroes, with the little card sections. So that was it. With Sonic Mania, we're destroying the egg base. I'll just let this cutscene play because it's very nice to look at. We're escaping that little star.
That was a fantastic one. Roman, do you want to know what your final time was?
Sure, please.
54:57 I'm seeing, so sub 55, friend.
That's very cool. That's like extremely close to my PB. That was the run.
That was a phenomenal one.
And before I leave, I would like to give a little bit of special shoutouts again. Very, very big shoutouts to the Sonic Speedrun community. They're amazing people and have been so welcoming and accepting of everyone. And I recommend each and every single one of you in chat, if you want to pick up a speed game, definitely go for a Sonic game because they're fast by nature. We have an amazing community. Check out the Sonic Speedrun community Discord if you want, because there are amazing people like Argik. Again, very, very special thanks to you, because thanks to you and your assist, I am a speedrunner nowadays. So that is very, very important to me, and I really cherish you for that. Another big thanks to Huds, my amazing commentator, because you taught me to stick to speedrunning even when the times seemed down. So very, very big thanks for you, and also for commentating.
My pleasure.
And I would also like throw out some names of people that are very dear to me from the Sonic Speedrun community who have been supporting me throughout my entire Twitch career and since I've become a part of this community. Firstly, Limping Goose, the mod of my stream, thank you very much for your hard work. And all the amazing other people like RPG Hidden Wizard, Cowboy Knuckles, TH, Jimmy Diamonds, all of you lovely people, Hypnotics. I sadly can't name all of you because they would take a lot of time, but know that you're extremely cherished, you're extremely loved by me, and I'm very, very happy with every single every single second I get to spend with you. And just as a little bonus, to my brother, thanks a lot, bro. You're very dear to me, and we had our rough times, but even now, you're my best friend in the world, and I would never give you up for anything. So yeah, that was Sonic Mania. Thanks for having me. It has been an incredible joy and honor, and I really, really, really look forward to hopefully seeing some of you again in either my stream or somewhere else. Huds, do you have any final words?
I mean, first off, thank you very much for inviting me along to commentate your run. I love Sonic Mania, and it's always fantastic to see a run of this. Congratulations on a wonderful first marathon, and GG's on your very first marathon run. You are an excellent part of the Sonic Speedrun community, and we are very, very grateful to have you here. But yeah, I'll save any of my other words for my own run.
Yep. Right after me, there will be a run of Sonic 1 Forever by Huds himself. Do stay tuned for that one, because it is amazing.
Yeah, with that, we'll hand back to you, Dragon.
All right, thank you very much. I believe we're going to transition here.